James sat alone in the attic, the dust dancing in the sunlight that peeked through the old wooden blinds. It had been years since he'd last visited his childhood home, and even longer since he'd opened the trunk that now sat before him, chipped, rusted at the hinges, and brimming with memories he'd tried to forget. The scent of cedar and thyme filled the room. With trembling fingers, he opened the trunk and pulled out a stack of old letters bound by a faded blue ribbon. On the top was one addressed to him, in his mother's handwriting. He hadn't read a letter from her in over 2 decades. She had died when he was just 18, right after a fight that he regretted every day of his adult life. They had argued about his decision to leave home, to escape the suffocating expectations of his small town and pursue writing in the big city. She wanted him to stay. He wanted to fly. He never came back. Not for the funeral, not for the birthdays, not even for the guilt. Now, in his mid-40s, with 2 failed marriages, an estranged daughter, and a writing career that never truly bloomed, James finally returned to the only place where love had once lived. He unfolded the first letter. "My dearest James, if you're reading this, then maybe you've finally come home. Or maybe someone else found this and handed it to you. Either way, I need you to hear me. One last time, I was never angry that you left. I was proud. I only wanted you to be safe. You were always meant for more than this town. I just didn't know how to let you go without breaking." James blinked away the sting in his eyes. He turned the page, heart pounding, as though his mother were whispering into his ear from across time. "You left with a storm in your eyes and silence in your heart. I know it wasn't easy. And I know I didn't make it easier. But I loved you every second, James. Even when I didn't know how to show it." He stopped reading and looked around the attic, memories flooding back, the smell of her cooking, the way she'd laugh when he read her stories, the warmth of her hugs on stormy nights. The letters were dated. One for each birthday he'd missed back home. There were 26 of them. He picked up the next. The second letter was dated June 5, 2002, his 19th birthday. He hadn't remembered that day, but his mother had. "Dear James, happy birthday, my love. I baked your favorite cake today. I know you're not here to eat it, but I lit a candle anyway. Your room still smells like you, like old books and cedarwood. I left it untouched. It helps me pretend you'll walk in any moment. I heard from Mrs. Delaney that you're writing for a magazine in New York. I clipped out an article last week with your name on it. You always had a gift with words. I hope you still read mine." James ran his fingers over the words as if they held her warmth. "I'm proud of you, James. Even if I don't always understand your choices. I just wish you'd call." James exhaled sharply. He remembered that week. He had walked past a payphone and thought of calling, but pride, cold and sharp, had stopped him. Now he would have given anything to go back. He picked up another letter. Then another. They spanned years of his absence, each one etched with memories he had tried to bury. The letters held updates about neighbors, his dog Max, the changing seasons, and always, always, her love for him. Then he reached a letter dated 2009. This one felt different.